Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of the DDC Podcast. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to overcome guilt and emotional eating for good. I know that this is a cycle that it can be very hard to break. I struggle with this for a very long time. Many of my clients struggle with this. Some of them are currently struggling with this. So it's not an easy fix. It's not an easy change, but it's also not impossible. And with the tips that I'm about to give you guys, I'm pretty sure that it's going to help you shift your mindset and it's going to help you break that cycle. So let's get started. First thing is first, I know that this can be a very frustrating cycle to be in. I know that it can be very annoying as well. It can make you feel angry. It can make you feel upset because you truly want to achieve those results. You really want to lose that weight. You really want to reach your goals. You really want to look in the mirror and feel confident with the person that you're seeing standing in front of you. But I also know that this is something that's probably holding you back right now. If you're listening to this, it's that's probably the case. This is one of the things or the main thing that you're struggling with. And it can be very, very, very frustrating. Maybe right now you're telling yourself things like, I know what to do. I know I need to stop eating that cookie. Or I know I need to stop eating those chocolates or whatever it is. But I just don't do it. I don't know what's wrong with me. I know what I need to do, but for some reason, I just don't do it. Or maybe you're telling yourself, why do I always mess it up in the evenings? Why am I perfect in the mornings? And then as soon as I get home back from work or after a long day, I mess it up. I have those things that quote unquote I shouldn't be having. And then you feel like shit. The frustration grows. Maybe you promise yourself, like, I will not do this again. I won't eat this cookie or those things again, but boom, it happens again. You're not sure why, but it happens. You really wanted to stop, but for some reason, it's not happening. And it's kind of like, you're breaking your promises and it makes you feel even worse. Or you're feeling guilty. You're feeling guilty after you had that cookie, after you had that ice cream, after you had that McDonald's, but you just can't stop. Like you really, really, really want to stop. You really want to reach your goals. You really want to see that person the way, you want to see yourself the way that you want to look, more tone, less body fat, but you just can't stop. And you feel so guilty about it, frustrated, guilty. You feel all these emotions. But the truth here, and this is something that it might surprise you, emotional eating, it's not just about food. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with you, okay? If you're struggling with this right now, trust me, you're not doing anything wrong. There's nothing wrong with you, but I'm going to tell you why this is happening. The reasons why you keep doing this, number one, probably the main one, by the time you get home or when this happens, you are emotionally exhausted. Let's say after a very long day at work, you had different commitments, you had a very stressful day. By the time you get home, you just feel exhausted, not just physically or mentally, but emotionally. Like you literally have no energy left to make the right choices. You literally just do the first thing that either you're used to, the first thing that comes to your mind, or the first escape that you know what to do, eating that food, having that chocolate, having that thing. Number two, food is your quick fix. Anytime you feel some sort of emotion, upset, frustration, angry, lonely, you feel bored, food is your quick fix. You know that that's the thing that once you have it, once you eat that thing, it's going to make you feel good. And because you want to feel good, you want to feel happy again, or you want to feel those emotions again, then you use that quick fix because it's quick, it's convenient, and it's just there. It's more accessible. Number three, you are stuck in the guilt, restrict, repeat cycle. So by this, I mean, let's say you're feeling frustrated, annoyed, grumpy, upset the whole day. By the time you get home, remember, you are emotionally exhausted. So you overeat on those cookies. Then what happens? You feel guilty. Then you promise yourself you're going to do better. And you remove the cookies from your home. You tell yourself, I'm not going to have any cookies ever again. This is my last time. And because of that restriction, what happens? It happens again. Because anytime we restrict ourselves from having that thing, it keeps happening. Like your mind wants to do that thing that you allow yourself not to do. The more you restrict something, the more your mind wants to do it. And the reason number four why you're stuck, it's because you don't know what else to do. Maybe food has been your emotional pillow for a very, very long time now. And that's the only fix that you know. Like, there's nothing else. There's no other resources. That's the only thing that you're used to, the only thing that you know, and the only thing that you keep doing. So the 4 reasons why you are stuck right now, why you keep doing this. Number 1, you're emotionally exhausted. Number 2, food is your quick fix. Number 3, you are in this guilt, restrict, repeat cycle. And number 4, you just don't know what else to do, which is completely okay. But remember how I told you, eating or food, it's not the problem. Food, it's not the issue at all, believe me. Food, and this is something I always tell you guys, food is just food, nothing else. The real problem or the real reason why you keep feeling stuck and why you're not able to break the cycle, it's because the guilt that you feel after you eat that cookie, after you eat that thing that you promised yourself or that you shouldn't be having, you wouldn't have. The guilt that you feel after eating that thing, it's the only thing that's keeping you stuck. Let me say that again. It's not the food, it's not the cookie, it's not the pizza. Food, it's literally not doing anything to you, but it's the guilt that you feel after eating that thing that's keeping you stuck. The more guilty you feel, the more you're going to try to be good, the more you're going to restrict yourself to have that thing, the more pressure you're going to put in yourself. And anytime we put too much pressure on ourselves, every time we try to be perfect, it's easier to break that. It's easier to not do it. It's easier to go back to the cycle. And this is the main problem right now. This is the main reason why you're stuck. And this is the main reason why you're not able to break that cycle so far. I want you to imagine this. Let's just say right now you didn't have this issue, okay? You don't feel guilty at all. Let's say today you had a very stressful day. By the time you got home, you feel like having that cookie. If there was no guilt, this is the scenario that will happen. And this is where we want to get to eventually. You will get home, you're upset. Yes, you ask yourself, what do I feel? What do I want? You want that cookie. You eat the cookie. Maybe you have 1, maybe you have 2, maybe you even have 3. You enjoy the cookies. And then what happens? You move on. Like if nothing happened. You ate those cookies, you enjoy, food, back on track, no big deal. And this is a scenario, this is the thing that we want to get to. We want to stop feeling guilty. So when we have that thing, when we have that cookie, that ice cream, whatever it is, I'm just going to keep using cookie as example. When you have that cookie, then you're able to move on and absolutely nothing happens. So this is what we want. But what's actually happening right now, it's this right here. So right now you're having that very stressful day. So you are emotionally exhausted. By the time you get home, you go and get your quick fix. So you go and have those cookies. Maybe you have 1, maybe you start with 1, maybe you start with 2, and then what happens? This is the problem. Then you feel guilty. And then when you feel guilty, this sends signals to your brain, or this makes you go into this mindset of, I already failed. I already broke my diet by having that cookie or those cookies. So I might as well just eat the whole thing, because why would I waste this time, right? If I already had 1, if I already have 2, then I might as well just have 20 of them and I'll get back on track tomorrow. In this cycle, this is literally the cycle that you are in right now. You eat the cookie, you feel guilty, then you go into the what the heck state, I might as well just eat the whole thing and then I'll get back on track tomorrow. I'll get back on track next week. This is a problem. This is literally the only problem. Remember, there's nothing wrong with you. It's not the food. It's not the cookie. It's no one else in your house. It's not the work. It's not the pressure. It's nothing. It's just the guilt that's keeping you stuck. But what if we were to remove that guilt? What if you were able to eat that cookie, be stressed, eat that cookie, and then move on? I can guarantee that one emotional eating episode, even if you had 3, 4 cookies, I can guarantee that wouldn't turn into an entire day of binging, into an entire weekend of binging. You will just move on. Exactly what I show you in the ideal scenario. You will have that cookie or those cookies. You will enjoy, you will move on, no big deal at all. And these are the three patterns that are keeping you stuck. So we know the reasons that we're keeping you stuck. Now, these are the patterns that are keeping you stuck. And this is what happens when you're feeling that guilty. When you're feeling guilty, sorry. You have that cookie, then you go into this what the heck mindset. I might as well just eat the whole thing. And then you tell yourself, I will just start again on Monday. And mentally, you're going into this yo-yo cycle. You're good for a few days, let's say Monday to Wednesday. Then you have that episode of binge eating. You feel guilty. You do whatever from Wednesday until Sunday. And then I'll just start again on Monday. And the exact same pattern repeats next week. Maybe the following week, you're good Monday to Thursday. Then Thursday, something happens. And then you do whatever until Sunday. And then again, I'll start on Monday. So you keep yo-yoing. The second pattern is that you tell yourself, I deserve this. And you use this as a justification to reward yourself, to make yourself feel better. Either because you had that long day, either because you had a very exhausting day, maybe because you worked very, very, very hard and you feel like you deserve that. But does eating actually fixes anything long term? Especially if you're feeling upset, frustrated, angry, do you really think eating, do you really think having that cookie is going to fix this long term? Maybe at that moment, yes, because you're going to eat that and you're going to feel good. But that's not going to fix the real issue. That's not going to fix whatever is going on or whatever problem is going on at that moment. In pattern number 3, maybe you have that all or nothing thinking. You're either 100% in, you're either perfect doing this, following your meal plan, doing your training program, doing everything they have to do, or you are 100% out. So for you right now, there's literally no in between. It's either everything or it's nothing, but you just don't know how to be in that in between, in that line in the middle. So I'll start again on Monday. I deserve this, in the all or nothing thinking. What's actually driving this? It's not the food. It's about what food is doing for you in that moment. So what is food doing for you? What is food doing to you in that moment? It's making you feel better. Why? Because when you eat that cookie, your mind stops thinking about that problem. Your mind stops thinking about the issue and your body starts digesting the food. So because you start digesting and you're spending less energy on the brain, on the thinking, on the overthinking, and then you feel better because you no longer have that stress in your mind. You no longer have those worrying thoughts about something in your mind. But a few things I want you to ask yourself when, after a long day or feeling exhausted or having a stressful day, feeling upset, having a problem with something with someone, instead of rushing to have that cookie, ask yourself, what do I really need right now? And for you to ask those questions, for you to ask yourself those questions, you have to make sure that you take a pause. If you keep doing what you've been doing for the past few months, for the past few years, which is rushing to have that cookie, then absolutely nothing's going to change. But if you're listening to this podcast, it's because you want to change something. So I really want to try this. Next time you have that long day or you feel those emotions, ask yourself, what do I really need right now? Take that pause. Don't rush to have that cookie, and just ask yourself that question. Am I really hungry? Or am I just trying to escape an emotion? Because if you're not hungry, then your body will know. But if you're just trying to escape that emotion, your body and your mind will also know. What is the first thing that made me feel that I need this? Is it because it's the only fix that I know? Is it because it's a quick fix and it's more convenient? Is it because I've been doing this for a long time and I just don't know what else to do? I don't know, but you just have to ask yourself those questions. No one else than you will know the answers to this better. When you first do it, it might feel weird. It might feel strange. It might feel that you're not doing the right thing. But again, if nothing changes, literally nothing changes. If you keep letting those emotions of feeling stress, of procrastination, of feeling overwhelmed, of feeling bored, lonely, or rewarding yourself trigger you to eat that cookie or those things, nothing's going to change. It's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to feel stressed about something, about life in general. It's okay to feel bored. It's okay to feel lonely. There's absolutely nothing wrong with feeling the emotions, but feel them, acknowledge them. Don't just try to cover them. Don't just try to fix them with food, because food, remember, it's not going to fix anything long term. It might fix it at that moment, but long term, it's not going to do anything at all. So this is going to be the shift. This is going to be the change that changes everything. And this is the 5 steps that I want you to try. 4 steps, sorry, that I want you to try. Don't focus on food. Focus on the emotion behind it. So I know how I told you it's okay to feel those emotions. It's okay to acknowledge them and also accept them. Sometimes we cannot change that thing, and the only thing we have left is to accept that emotion. So step number 1, the first thing I want you to try, I want you to try and notice emotion before you eat. So remember how I said earlier, before you rush and have that cookie or before you rush and have that thing, take a little pause. Don't keep doing what you've been doing for the past few months, for the past few years. Take a little pause. By taking a little pause, I literally mean don't rush it. Just sit there with yourself, even if it's just 60 seconds, and just feel that emotion. And what am I actually feeling right now? Am I feeling upset? Am I feeling angry? Maybe you're feeling upset and angry. Maybe you're feeling tired because you didn't sleep properly. Maybe you're feeling, I don't know, discouraged about something. Whatever emotion it is that you're feeling at that time, notice that, accept it, and acknowledge. Step number 2, what do I need to do right now? Do I really need to eat that cookie? Like, am I really hungry? Maybe I just need to go for a walk. Maybe I need to call someone to fix this issue that's going on, or to share how I'm feeling so this person can help me. Maybe I need to write everything down. I always find writing things down for me personally helped me a lot. Journaling. Maybe you need to sleep a little bit. Maybe you just need to go out and look at the ceiling. It's not the ceiling, sorry, the sky for a little bit, enjoy the nature. But what's something that you need to do right now instead of rushing and having that cookie? If for whatever reason, food is the only option, then step number 3 is to allow yourself to have that food, to have that cookie, to have that thing that you really want to have. Food is not the problem. Just make sure that you have that thing without feeling guilty. Because if you keep feeling guilty, you're simply going to keep being stuck on that cycle. But if we remove that guilt, remember, you're going to be able to have that cookie, enjoy, and then move on. No big deal at all. And if after you had those cookies or that cookie, you feel like this really didn't actually help, then try something else next time. And that something else can be going for a walk, journaling, calling someone, talking to someone, anything else that's not food. Just find something that's going to make you feel better. We are all very unique. We all have very different ways of feeling better. For me personally, anytime I have a stressful day, I feel upset, I feel disappointed about something I always do, it's call my sister. For me, she's like my go-to person that helps me fix everything. Even if she doesn't fix the problem, just talking to her, letting my emotions out, even frustration, it helps me. And I'm very lucky that she's always there to support me. So find that person or find that thing that's not related to food that makes you feel better. Because that way you're going to be able to deal with those emotions better. And we're going to be able to stop doing the same thing over and over again. So just a quick recap of the 4 steps. Step number 1, notice the feeling before you rush and eat something. Take a little pause and notice, ask yourself, how do you actually feel? Step number 2, ask yourself, what do I need right now? What do I need to help me feel better? What do I need to help me fix this problem? What's the solution? Number 3, if food is the only solution or if food is the only option, have that thing. Have that cookie and enjoy it. Don't feel guilty, so have it without guilt. And number 4, try to find something else next time. If you felt that food didn't help at all, then find something else. There's plenty of things that you can do. The main thing that I'm trying to tell you guys, or yeah, tell you, help you to do, is to break that cycle. It's not about not eating that cookie or not having those emotional days ever again. It's just about breaking the cycle. Even me, until this day, I've been doing this for the past, so with my fitness journey, past 16 years, I do have my days. It's not as often as it was before, but I still have them every now and then that I just feel extremely upset about something or emotional about something. And I allow myself to have that ice cream that I wanted to have. But I remove that guilt now. So I don't feel guilty. I have that ice cream, I have that thing, and then boom, I move on. And it's okay to do that every now and then, of course. It's okay to do that. But it's all about how you see it and how you feel when you have that thing. The first time you try this, remember it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel strange. Your mind is gonna try to make you do the thing that you used to do, which is eating that cookie, overeating, and restricting yourself from having that cookie. But don't let it. This won't be fixed overnight. Just like any habit, it takes time to undo that habit. So don't expect this to be an overnight change. Don't expect to have this overnight success because it won't happen. Right now, if you're rushing to have that food and if you're overeating and then, repeating that cycle, right now it's a habit because it's the only thing that you know how to do. So we're going to change that. The key with this, it's progress, not perfection. The key is just to try and remove that feeling of guilt. Nothing else, like literally nothing else. And we just want to try and be consistent with this. We don't want to be perfect. I also want you to drop the good or bad labels with food. Stop labeling food so much. Food is just food, nothing else. Of course, let's say a chicken breast is going to be more nutritious than a McDonald's cheeseburger. Absolutely, yes. But it doesn't mean that you shouldn't be having the McDonald's burger. There's balance in between. Some food are more nutritious, others not too much, and that's okay. We want to have a little bit of both. Find new coping strategies, new coping mechanisms, going for a walk, calling someone, talking to someone, writing things out, enjoying the nature, anything that works for you. Find that thing that you enjoy, that makes you feel better, that makes you feel more relief. And don't skip meals, please. The more you skip meals, especially the ones in the morning, the easier it's going to be for you to get home after a very long day, feel exhausted mentally, emotionally, and physically. And it's going to be much easier to keep doing the same thing. So having that cookie, binging, and then starting that cycle. We don't want that. So try not to skip any meals. Keep fueling your body throughout the day to prevent you from making the same choices. A few mindset shifts that I want you to have now that you're going to be trying this. Anytime you tell yourself, I failed, let's say you had too many cookies, I failed, I might as well just eat the whole pack of cookies. Reframe this with, I had a moment, I was feeling upset, frustrated, whatever emotions that you were feeling. No big deal. I'm going to go back to normal eating on my next meal. No big deal. I'm just going to move on. Nothing else. So you haven't failed. You just had a moment, and that's okay. It's literally not a big deal. It's just one moment, one day, nothing else. This is not going to ruin all the progress that you've made the past 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 months, 5 months, 5 years, okay? If your mind tries to tell you, I need to be perfect. If I'm not perfect, I'm off track. Change this. With perfection is the enemy of progress. We don't want to be perfect. We don't need to be perfect. We just have to keep trying, and we just want to keep doing this every single day. And when your mind tells you, I will just try harder next time, I'm just gonna have the cookies next time, we'll try harder. What's the point of me even trying right now? Let's change that and tell yourself, I need to understand why this is happening, and I need to work on that. If you don't understand why it's happening, then it's going to be much harder, more challenging to change that thing, right? But if we know why this is happening, which we know why, it's the feeling of guilt, then it's easier for us to change that. Okay, some final takeaways for today. You're not broken. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. You're not doing anything wrong. It's just a habit, nothing else. You've been doing this for a very, very, very long time. So it's the only thing they know what to do or how to do. It's okay. It's a habit. We can change that. Guilt is a problem, no food. Remember, food is just food, nothing else. Literally nothing else. You can eat anything. We can eat anything and everything. So that's not the problem. The problem is how we feel about it after we eat it. So the guilt is the problem. The guilt is the main thing that's keeping you stuck right now. Your emotions are the ones that are driving the cravings. So address them first. Don't let your emotions dictate your actions. Of course, easier said than done. But if nothing changes, nothing changes. Imperfection is not required. We're not trying to be perfect. We're just trying to do the best that we can. And we're just going to keep trying over and over and over again. And eventually, this is going to help you get here. It's going to help you to eat that cookie. You won't feel guilty. You will move on, and no big deal. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the podcast, and I really hope that you start trying the tips that I just mentioned on this episode. If you enjoyed this, please share it on your social media and tag me at Daniela del Carpio. And just before we go, I'm running a 14-day free case study. It's starting next Monday, 14th of April. It's going to be 14 days, so 2 weeks. If you want to take part of this, I'm going to help you how to shift your mindset, lose body fat, and build a routine that works for you and your lifestyle. All you have to do is just message me the word foundation on Instagram and I will send you the details. Until next time, I'll talk to you soon. Ciao, ciao.